Welcome to chapel, everyone. Thank you, Mrs. Perricone, and thank you to Mr. Turcotte's advisory group who was helping greet and get us sorted where we needed to be. And thank you to everybody for your flexibility with our schedule change and filling in the chapel without your advisory groups. Everybody did a great job, and we're very appreciative. What a lot of things are going on all at once at Cardigan Mountain School. Friends, we are in a time of transition, so we must be careful. The Mbuti people of the Congo region in Central Africa have great wisdom to share about the dangers of transition. The Mbuti imagine each person as being in the center of a sphere or an invisible bubble that goes all around their body. Now, each one of us moves around with this bubble of protection surrounding us. But if we move too quickly or too suddenly, we run the risk of reaching the boundary of the bubble too quickly before it has had time to catch up. Got it? So as you move around, you want your sphere to be moving with you. But if you speed up in a transition, you get friction against the edge of the bubble. Now, when this happens, a person loses their buffer zone and enters a state which I love called wazi-wazi. Now, in the wazi-wazi state, you're disoriented, you're forgetful, you're unpredictable, and squirrely. Sometimes if you go too fast, you break through the safe boundaries of your bubble and you get into another world altogether. The Mbuti say that when that happens, you risk letting into your bubble something else that takes your rightful place. If you leave that bubble behind, now it's empty and something else can rush in. And the something else that rushes in is not the real, peaceful, contented you. It might look like you, but might instead be short-tempered or surly or selfish. So it's very important for us to stay in our protective spheres, stay in those bubbles and move slowly and deliberately. But how do we do so with our schedule being so crazy? First of all, we simply must slow down. Use this time in chapel each week to come back to your center. Or on any given day, when you feel wazi-wazi, stop where you are and take a mindful pause. Just take a couple of deep breaths and imagine your bubble catching up and enveloping you again before you move on. So in order to stay centered during this busy week leading up to Thanksgiving, we're focusing on the theme of gratitude. I would like to thank Ms. Kidder, who is going to be sharing her reflection on our theme of gratitude today, as well as Fred Liu, who will offer a gift of music, and I would like to welcome his parents to chapel today especially. I also want to thank the students and faculty who were here on Sunday evening for your participation in our exercise on gratitude. This colorful wreath in front of me is made up of leaves and shapes, and on each of these you listed things for which you are thankful. If you were close enough to be able to read these leaves, you would see that they reveal lots of things for which we are grateful: for good health, food, technology, clean air, clean water, education, soccer, hockey. But the words that crop up most frequently, the things that we seem to be most thankful for, were words relating to people who offer you love and loyalty and assistance. These are friends, or family, or floor leaders, teachers, coaches, my Cardigan brothers. You'll see these a lot on these leaves. Now you may remember that in the cycle of the hero's journey, the hero, over here on my left, starts out as an ordinary, unassuming person who does not realize that he has potential for greatness. But when he's unexpectedly called to adventure, he accepts the call, but without much preparation or clear idea about what he's gotten himself into. In the beginning of the Harry Potter stories, for example, do you remember all those letters that came flying in through the Dursleys' mailbox, inviting Harry to come to Hogwarts? He wanted to accept the call to go to Hogwarts, but didn't even know how to begin. He needed help from his friend Hagrid to help get him out of the cupboard underneath the stairs and into the magical world of wizards and wands, where he would fulfill his life's destiny and purpose. Or think about in Star Wars for a moment. In Episode 4, Luke Skywalker was living his ordinary life on the boring planet of Tatooine and whining about it when he found a little droid who delivered an unexpected holographic plea for help from the beautiful Princess Leia. Now, Luke was eager to accept the call to adventure, but at that point, he didn't even know what a lightsaber was, much less how to use one. So Luke was eager to accept the call, but he was just well-intentioned. He didn't have training. It wasn't until he received assistance and training from Master Yoda who helped him become the Jedi Knight, and we know the rest of that story. But how about Han Solo in the same episode? His decrepit starship, remember that, the Millennium Falcon, was able to outrun the entire Imperial fleet, but only with the assistance of who? Who? Who is that? Do you guys know? Say it if you know it. Chewbacca. Of course, Chewbacca. Thank you, Mr. Gordon. In The Wizard of Oz, think of this story too. Could Dorothy have made it to the Emerald City without assistance from the Scarecrow, the Tin Man, and the Cowardly Lion? How about Po in Kung Fu Panda? Could he take on the treacherous snow leopard Tai Lung without assistance from the Furious Five? And what about you? In your own hero's journey, who offers you assistance? As you consider these questions, keep in mind that assistance comes in all shapes and sizes. Look at Chewbacca up there, towering over little Yoda below. Now, Chewbacca is certainly bigger and hairier, but which one of them is the more powerful? Wait.
Size matters not. Look at me. Does me matter size to you? And where you should not. For my eye is force.
That was Yoda. If you could hear him, he was saying size matters not. So as you prepare to leave for the Thanksgiving break, please think about the people in your own hero's journey who give you assistance. Are they big? Are they little? Male? Female? Are they older people? Or maybe younger people? Younger than you, perhaps? Who are they? Now please join me in prayer or silent reflection as we offer thanks for those who help us on our way. Giving God, for some reason, we seem to take for granted those to whom we owe the most gratitude, and that includes you. Please forgive our thoughtlessness and hear us now as we thank you for all of the blessings you give us each day. Specifically, we are grateful for the people that you have put into our lives who provide us with support and assistance. Our parents and guardians, grandparents and relatives, nurses and doctors, husbands and wives, counselors and coaches, teachers and teammates. We thank you for our school's leaders and pray especially for the health and safety of Mr. and Mrs. McCusker and others of our Cardigan family as they are traveling away from the point. for all others, named and unnamed, we thank you, God. Amen.
So greetings and salutations. Does anyone know what book that is from? Greetings and Salutations. Charlotte's Web, it's a great book. It's about gratitude for friendship. And we have this awesome wreath up here where Dr. Perriman talked about friends and family, the things that we have to be grateful for. So I'm going to speak to you about gratitude. So this time of year in the United States, begins a season of reflection on our lives, a season of gratitude. So if you look up the word gratitude in the dictionary or on dictionary.com in these days, you'll find the definition, the quality or feeling of being grateful or thankful. Isn't it frustrating when they use the word that you're looking up in the definition? So then you look up grateful and you'll find the definition, warmly or deeply appreciative of kindness or benefits received, pleasing to the mind or senses, agreeable or welcome, refreshing. Repeat after me. I have an attitude of gratitude. Is it difficult to have an attitude of gratitude all the time? Is it difficult? Yes, it is. It takes courage to view your life with an attitude of gratitude, but the benefits of doing so are immeasurable. When you're hungry or angry or lonely or tired, it is hard to have an attitude of gratitude. But it is especially important at these moments to find that attitude when you're having these negative emotions. It's very important to seek gratitude in your life. So why? Why is it important to find gratitude when you're feeling negative emotions? You feel slighted. Nobody understands me. Life is so hard. If you take the time to breathe, take a big breath. Take the time to breathe and feel gratitude. The negative emotions begin to crumble. When you're tired because you have that one more homework assignment, it's hard to feel appreciative of your teachers. It's hard to recognize the benefits you are receiving, but try to feel it. Your teachers want you to become the best person that you can be. Sometimes you've got to work to feel that sense of gratitude, and in doing so, we feel pleased and refreshed. I have a heart filled with gratitude. I'm grateful for very many things. I'm thankful that my mom and stepdad are still in my life. Did I act with grace when my stepfather first came into my life? I did not. I was not grateful for his presence. I was pretty rebellious, but I'm very grateful for his presence in my life. My mom has Alzheimer's. He's the best caregiver you could ever find. I'm grateful that my dad is still in my life. This Saturday, my dad turns 90. 90. It's a long time. I'm headed to Texas to celebrate his 90th birthday with my family. Another thing we have to be thankful for, family. I'm getting together with my siblings. Who in here has siblings, brothers and sisters? Were you always thankful for your siblings? No. When I was a kid, we fought terribly. But I'm very thankful to have siblings in my life now. I'm looking forward to seeing them. Time and wisdom have instructed me, and I'm happy to have the family in my life that I have. Each day of my life, several times a day actually, I take stock of the things for which I am grateful. And it's through this taking stock of the blessings for which I am grateful, of counting my blessings, that I feel that gratitude grow. I'm grateful to have gotten this job here at Cardigan Mountain School. I'm so pleased to be here with all of you. I'm thankful to all the people who have helped me better understand my job. I'm still trying to figure it out, but with everybody's help, I'm getting there. I appreciate the 7th grade team of colleagues who have guided me and answered my questions. I'm grateful to the 7th grade boys who bring joy and frustration to my life. Every morning as I walk up the hill towards Stoddard, and you can't see it today, but Mount Cardigan is there, I am in awe of the beauty which surrounds me, of all the natural landscape where I get to work and play. All these things enrich me, and it is through the recognition of this sense of gratitude that I become even richer. One of the greatest sources of gratitude is children. My heart fills with warmth and joy at the thought of my 2 children. I remember vividly the feelings I had when the nurse handed me my newborn daughter. Oh my goodness, I thought, this being is totally reliant on me for everything. And warmth and joy flooded my heart. But sometimes when you're hungry or angry or tired or lonely, getting in touch with that feeling of gratitude can be a challenge. So I know we have some new parents here, and some parents, some faculty members who are going to be parents again soon. When you're sleep deprived and the baby is crying, it takes a heroic act of courage to get in touch with that sense of gratitude. So all of you all have parents. At one point in time, you were a source of frustration to them, but you are their greatest source of gratitude now. If you are feeling overwhelmed, you get in touch with that sense of gratitude and you feel your frustration begin to crumble. You cannot remain angry or lonely in the face of gratitude. Hungry or tired is a different story, but feeling grateful, you might remember, oh, let me go eat or let me rest. And then we are grateful for the food and the respite from our trials. We are grateful. All right, how about this one? I'm sure you can all relate to this one. When your parents don't give in to your every whim and give you what you want, it's hard to appreciate that. Who's ever been told by their parents no? I'd like to see everybody's hands up because hearing a no from your parents is an important thing. Your parents are trying to do what they think is best. They're doing their best to help you become the best person you can be. So be grateful, even if it's hard. Someday, hopefully, you will be blessed with becoming a parent, and then you will know the source of gratitude. Being grateful, having that attitude of gratitude, is not as glamorous as being courageous, but it is just as heroic. I wish that we were reflective on our lives more than just one season of the year, that we counted our blessings each and every day, that our lives would be enriched each and every day by counting your blessings. To say, as Mr. Holt does every day, best day of my life, that is an expression of gratitude. It's an expression of courage. It's a heroic act. So try it every day, every meal, every experience. Let it be the best one ever. Try it and you will find that it is, and you will be grateful. Enrich your lives. Have an attitude of gratitude.
Thank you, Ms. Kidder. We are now going to move into a mindful pause to relax and focus in the midst of this busy week. But before we do that, does anyone remember last week when Dr. Perriman made the meditation bowl sing by passing the wand around its edge over and over? The sound it made was really cool, but really loud. Some of you were convinced that we had amplified the sound, but the opposite was true. What really happened, Corey?
We actually turned the mic off because we knew it would be really loud.
So this week, Dr. Perriman thought we should try it. But this time, let me and Andres try to make the bowl sing. We haven't had a chance to practice yet, so please be patient. Please sit up straight with your hands resting comfortably on your thighs. Take a deep breath through your nose, and as you exhale, relax into the present moment.
This time, if I can get the bowl singing, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and listen as the sound fades completely away. After that, take a mindful pause for a minute with your eyes closed and your attention focused on your breathing. At the end of 1 minute, we'll ring the bell 3 times. On the third ring, open your eyes as you feel ready to go.
The Cardigan hymn is a song of thankfulness, of gratitude for our school, and for all the blessings of being here. When we sing it today, let's sing it like we mean it, loud and strong and clear. Please stand and turn to the words printed inside of the cover of your hymnals.
To Cardigan, our favorite school, by nature's gifts benign, we raise
in song our thankfulness for beauty which is thine, for winter snow, for afterglow, when day fades into dreams of goals toward which we all will strive, to keep thy faiths alive, to keep thy faith in us alive. Together we will strive, as Cardigan is mirrored in our crystal lake so clear. May we through life reflect thy truths and memories as dear, of summer's green, fall's colors bright, of glimmering stars at night. God, give us strength to carry on through storm or weather fair, the peace vouchsafed by living here for all the world to share. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Shiver, Ms. Perricone. May the eyes of your heart be open to all the blessings which surround you, and may this awareness produce a harvest of generosity in your spirit. May the Lord bless you and keep you. The Lord make his face to shine upon you and be gracious to you. The Lord lift up his countenance upon you and give you peace. Amen.